Thanks for coming, Red. I need to have a discussion with you. Anything for you, Vanny. So what's happening? So, you remember Scott and his gang from Total Drama, who's been kidnapping me and the racers and stalking my family. You know, he confronted Soda about that he was stalking the family. Oh yeah, I remember that. Do you remember all our pets? Yeah, I do. The Adopt Me Cubs and the SR pets. And I heard Bendy and Webby Vanderquack have their own pets too. Bendy has Bully, and Webby has Freddy. Well, yeah, but you possibly remember that we have a big situation. Scott and his gang are planning to capture the Adopt Me Cubs and 5 of the SR pets and euthanize them unlawfully. Yeah, I do know that. That's very unlawful to euthanize someone's pet without permission, even when they have a collar and tag. This is why me and the racers try to keep our pets safe, but they always wander away, you know? Our pets are always wandering away from us because they just want to explore. But it's dangerous for them because there's wild animals out there that could attack them. And worst of all, Scott and his gang could try and hurt them, you know? In order to get back at me and the others for banishing him, he wants to capture all the Adopt Me Cubs and only 5 of the SR pets because they're furry, keep them in his warehouse for 72 hours, and then euthanize them. We can't let that happen. You know me and the racers, we love our pets. And our pets are far too young to be euthanized, and they're too adorable. I noticed, Vanny. We can't let that happen at all. I know how you would feel if Puffy was euthanized. You'd be devastated. That's true. I'd be devastated if something happened to Puffy. Here's another question, Vanny. What exactly would you do if Puffy was taken? I'd do anything to get her back, you know? One time I saw that Puffy ran off, and I was really heartbroken. You know Puffy, she's my best furry friend. First she went missing because of Donald and Douglas, and then she got hurt. I just hope she doesn't get sick, though. That's a nightmare. Well, let me tell you something. Nobody likes to be separated from their pets. I know you really loved your Puffin, and Taffy loves her red panda, Fiddles, Candlelight loves her bad dragons, and all the other racers love their own pets. That is correct. Besides, me and the racers say that our pets are so important to us. We never want anything bad to happen to them. We can't let Scott and his gang euthanize them. We don't want that to happen. That's true. Nobody wants that to happen at all. Believe me. And I know what you mean. Exactly, Red. Besides, our pets are too adorable and they're far too young to be euthanized. No one likes it when animals are euthanized. The creator of this channel and her family went through with that when the family dog Sketchy was euthanized. Chloe was deeply heartbroken. She cried that night. Oh dear. Poor Chloe. She must have really loved Sketchy. Yeah, and a long time ago, when her dad was at Puerto Rico to fix it up after a hurricane strike, it was awful because Princess died here. Her mother knew about it. She told her husband, and then she had to break the news to Chloe and her sister. And Sketchy was deeply heartbroken, as I'll tell you. So we comforted him. It was all before Chloe got me and the others. Wow, that must have been really tough for Chloe. Was Princess euthanized? No, she wasn't euthanized. Seeing animals euthanized is the worst. Especially when they're not as aggressive when all they do is just bite. But people only decide that because animals only get euthanized if they are aggressive, if they are hurt badly and are sick badly. They could have got like how they don't want to take Storm to the vet to get fixed because she's too old. She's not old, she's only 8 years old. Well, yeah, it's not a good idea to do that. She would never survive that. Don't even mention it. Sorry. It became a force of habit for me. Yeah. Easier for you to say. But yeah, I see what you mean, actually. I know what you're talking about. Good. Sorry, became a force of habit on that. But yeah, you see what I mean, Red? Me and the racers are trying to keep our pets safe, though. They're so freaked out, they won't leave our side, and they don't want to leave without us. So they're staying by our side the whole time. We don't want our pets euthanized. Let me tell you something, Bendy. I don't want your pets to be euthanized either. And neither does Hal and the others. And here's the thing. Mind if I tell you something for a minute, Red? You know Squidbot? That robot version of Squidward that was built in 2024 that harassed Snow-Anna? And now is trying to get back at her? Yeah. For some reason, he thinks Hal is Snow-Anna's pet. And that is ridiculous to Snow-Anna. Snow-Anna does not want to imagine that. That would be really strange. Yeah, she's got her own pets. Kelly, Anna, and Nature Life. So yeah, do you see what I mean now, Red? Without our pets, we'll be lost. You know that? When we first got our pets, they helped us go through all the tough times that we sustained, such as losing Thomas to Squidward in 2023 until he came back to life, losing the Blue Trio to Brian and his idiots, and all the chaos that happened. Wow, a lot of chaos did happen for you guys. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I know that animal euthanasia would totally break Dawn's heart. And let me tell you something. We love animals the way she loves them. Yeah, that's true. It would totally break her heart. Yeah. So, Red, could you please help us? Would you please help us keep our pets safe? And at least rescue our pets in case Scott kidnaps them? Don't you worry, Vanny. Hal, and I will help you guys make sure that your pets are safe, and make sure Scott doesn't kidnap them. If he does, then I know what to do. Thanks, Red. You are such a lifesaver.